joined today by Tim Davidson, CEO of Latitude Consolidated, stock code LCD. Tim, thanks for your time.
Thanks, David.
The company recently picked up a suite of assets in Western Australia. Can you tell us about the assets and why did they appeal?
Certainly. So the projects, two high-grade, high-confidence gold projects in the Murchison, a prolific gold-producing region in Western Australia, infrastructure-rich environment, and really we looked at the projects and saw a few things. First being underpinned by a significant resource base, so 776,000 ounces, but further to that, huge exploration upside. And that's where we saw we could add value by working through that exploration, grow the resource, and ultimately put the projects into production. So that's where we see a huge upside for the shareholders.
Infrastructure in the region, always a key thing when you're developing a project. What does that look like?
It's fantastic. So the main thoroughfare through the region, the main arterial road, runs directly through our tenure. And if you travel to the north from our ground, you've got a large operating gold processing facility owned by the Canadians in Superior Gold. And if you travel to the south, again through that main arterial, you get to Westgold's processing plant in Meekatharra. So lots of processing options and the means to get it there.
Path forward, what does the workflow look like for the next 6-12 months?
Latitude's currently exploring. We're in the middle of a 10,000 metre drill program, eagerly waiting the first round of assays to be returned from the lab, and we'll use that to guide further exploration programs. Concurrent with that, we're conducting a scoping study, and that scoping study will outline to investors what the likely production and cash flow profile from these assets will look like, and it'll be a good starting point to highlight the value of these assets to shareholders, and we're really excited to conduct that work.
So the question everyone always asks is, how do you find a project as good as this so close to home in Western Australia?
Look, it was a long process for Latitude to identify a flagship asset, if you like, such as these projects, high-grade, high-confidence gold projects, and the process ultimately concluded with discussions over a period with Silver Lake, and we reached a consideration which worked for Latitude and Latitude shareholders, and ultimately worked for Silver Lake. And it was a fantastic deal for Silver Lake and a fantastic deal for Latitude, in that we picked up these high-grade ounces for effectively $10 per resource ounce. So very, very good, and it meant that we took projects out of Silver Lake where they were sitting idle and put them to work, or were able to take control of them and conduct exploration work and add value there.
And in terms of funding, how well funded are you?
We've got a good cash position. We ended the quarter with 3.9. We anticipate that'll carry us through to the end of the year. So we're certainly we're in a good spot with regards to cash.
Strong foundation asset, plenty of upside, great infrastructure endowment, exciting times ahead for Latitude and its shareholders. Tim, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.